Hello, family and friends. It's time for our next lesson in yoga poses. There's my Tibetan bells. Oh, they are so lovely. Joining us today is Miss Chloe and Miss Yogi. And over in the corner, and I guess we can't see her, is Miss Susie. She's also here, and they will be participating in our class today. If just by being present, that's what they're going to do. Anyway, we are going to learn today lateral flexion or side bend. Yes, that's all this is a side bend. The reason I want to concentrate on this today is because this in itself is a pretty elementary pose, but it leads to a more heated pose later on, especially one called extended side angle pose. It's the same action, but it has a little more heat in it. So it's better for us to learn something more elementary so we have that down before we go to something a little bit more difficult. Don't you agree? Okay, well, I'm glad you do. Anyway, let's get over. Let me move my seat out of the way. There we go. And let me get over to the mat. Oh, I got to take off my flip-flops. I hope you're enjoying the warm July weather. Certainly is going to heat up, isn't it? Okay, here I am. Oh, I'm right in front of Miss Chloe. Well, she'll really get to evaluate me today. Okay, lateral flexion or side bend. Kind of sounds scary when you say lateral flexion. You go, oh my God, what is that? Very easy. So we are going to place our feet about a foot apart, maybe a foot and a half, and like usual, we are going to ground those four corners of our feet to the earth. Big toe, little toe, and the two sides of the heel. And draw energy up, visualize that energy coming up through the legs. Keep those knees relaxed, but the energy comes up through the legs to the pelvis. Pull that navel into the spine, tuck the tush under, and you have an engaged core. Then open up your ribs with energy. I have found that when I put my arms out side to side, palms up, and then kiss the backs of my shoulders together, just kiss them, that my chest opens up, and then I am ready for belly breathing. Remember belly breathing? Well, we're going to do a little bit of that today. I am now fully open in my torso. Bring your hands back down to your sides. Bring your shoulders back and down, leaving a lot of length between those earlobes and your shoulders. The length, remember lengthening, spaghettifying. And feel the crown of your head being pulled up by an imaginary string. There you are. We're kind of in that mountain pose again, aren't we? There we are. This is really important, and through the whole pose, we are going to stay in this alignment. This is the alignment we want. Now, before we start, I want to point out that if you have shoulder problems, if you had shoulder surgery, a shoulder injury, you're probably not going to be able to move your arms up. And that's okay. You can leave them down, you can leave them at your sides. The big action in this pose is moving side to side. Okay? So, take one hand, any hand you want, and go up, straight up, and feel like your fingertips are touching the sky. Feel like your arm is being pulled up. Don't hyperextend your elbow. Just feel like the whole arm is being pulled up by some kind of giant. There you go. This arm can be down at your side, or it can be on your hip, or you can have a chair next to you with a block that you can put your hand on if you feel like that stabilizes you better. I like my hand right here on my hip. There we go. This pose can be used in the warm-up section of a yoga class, or the core workout section of a yoga class or the cool down section of a yoga class. Now in the warm-up section, this pose is often preceded by moonflowers and sunflowers, which was our last video. And what you will usually be asked to do, be sure to keep that shoulder down, what you will be asked to do is just sway side to side, very gently, just side to side, very gently. And feel like you're reaching with this hand over a ball. Move your body, keep your head in line, and move your body just side to side. None of this, just in one line, back and forth. And when you go down, exhale. And when you come up, inhale. When you go down, exhale. And when you come up, inhale. Now, if you're doing this pose in the core class, you will come down, you will be asked to come down, and you might be asked to take this hand and gently pull this wrist over, gently. And hold, you'll probably be asked to hold for 3 to 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Come back up. This pose can be done sitting down, very easily done sitting down, or you can also sit down on the ground next to a wall and put your arm up next to the wall to stabilize it if you need stability. Okay? You'll have to do both sides. Just sway and sway. And then if you're doing core again, you go all the way over. By the way, if you're doing this in the workout core section of a class, you will often do Sun Goddess, which was also in our last video before this. Oh, there's Susie. I don't know if she's on the video, but she's going to go up that way. Common misalignments. It's common for people to want to drop their chest forward or to pick their shoulders up. It's common for people to bring their arm back too far or not far enough. You want one line from this wrist down through your shoulder, down through your leg to your ankle. One line. And you want to keep one line. Now obviously when you go over, you will be leaving the wrist and the ankle line, but you will keep the wrist and the shoulder line. Like I said, this pose is a precursor to the extended side angle pose that we will get into a little bit later. So that is lateral flexion or side bend. I appreciate you listening today and watching today. I want to tell you that it is very easy to fall down in what you want to do in your life, and it takes a lot of bravery and a lot of courage to get back up on your feet and take the next step. I know you can all do it. Namaste. Thanks for watching.